We guarantee the Celtics went over the Heat last night, but even I didn't think it would be that easy. Boston absolutely smoked Miami. The first quarter told the entire story. Celtics came to play. Miami didn't make a shot until 3:22 left in the first quarter. The score was 18-1 with 3:30 left in the first. 1 point. One. Just hanging there in such an odd and awful way for Miami. That first quarter drought without a field goal, the longest to start a playoff game in 25 years. Just pathetic. And Boston was terrific. Jayson Tatum came to play, as predicted. 31 points. He's now averaging 32 points per game this postseason in the 5 games following a loss. In those 5 games, Boston is 5-0, beating the opposition by 18 points per game. Perhaps Ime Udoka should just tell his team they really lost after a win? I don't know. Tatum, terrific. My guy, Robert Williams, added energy. So did Al Horford. He crashed the boards. Big Al was plus 33. Pritchard was strong. So was White. No Marcus Smart, no problem, because the Heats were that inept. PJ Tucker and Max Strus scored, let me do the math, carry the 1, 0. 0 combined points. As many as me. That's not good. The Miami Heat starting 5 combined for 18 points. Lowest since 1971. Not one Miami starter scored in double digits. This was gross, and we stressed it last Friday. The NBA playoffs have been gross. Bad action, no drama, no close games. It's been stunningly terrible for a while now, and this usually is one of my favorite stretches with conference title games every night. There's no intensity in the second half. No reason to watch. Fourth quarter? I mean, last night I was watching the latest season of Hacks. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just been horrible. Kind of like the Heat last night. I said Boston in 6 to start. I doubled down on it last night. So, look, this is not an overreaction. Miami looks fried. Boston in 6. The thing is, Steph is right. It's not hyperbole. It's fact. Think about Clay's injury to start the season, Steph's injury to finish the regular season. Golden State was the 3 seed. But it's all come together here at the right time. And that's not an accident. Hall of Fame talent, now healthy. Hall of Fame coaching. Role players have stepped up and seized the moments. They have been special and brilliant. Andrew Wiggins has blossomed. The defense has been great. The ball movement, too. And Golden State has responded to every challenge and just been amazing going for the jugular, which, by the way, why I think the Warriors win tonight and sweep the Mavericks out of the playoffs. They have just been too special. Steve Kerr's team has played with unreal purpose and execution. They've handled everything thrown at them. The Eastern Conference Finals, I mean, they're at least going 6. So if the Warriors wrap this up tonight, that's a solid 1. Week and 2 days off, that's big. Based upon regular season record, they're not going to have home court for the finals. And remember, the critics and the haters, the Twitter tough guys, they've picked against them all postseason. This is Warriors basketball. This is Steph Curry saving his best for when it matters the most. The Tampa Bay Lightning are an absolute machine that needs to be celebrated. John Cooper's team just swept Florida out of the playoffs. The Panthers, of course, had the most points in the regular season and were favored to win this series. But the back-to-back Cup champs just have this unreal knack for the moment. My guy Vasilevsky stood on his head yet again between the pipes for Tampa Bay. He gave up 3 goals in 4 games in this series. In his last 7 series-clinching games, Vasilevsky has made 199 saves on 200 shots. 199 saves on 200 shots. That's crazy. And in the series clincher versus Florida last night, he set an NHL record with his 6th shutout in a series-clinching game. That's insanely amazing and unreal. It's unprecedented genius. And everything about the Lightning is just amazing as they look to become the first three-peat Cup champs as the legendary Islanders in the early 80s. Tampa has won 6 straight playoff games. Remember, they weren't favored in either series this postseason. They trailed the supremely talented Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2. Panthers have the best record, as we mentioned, and home ice. Look, this needs to be celebrated and cherished. Now, we're always guilty of making it solely about the championship. And make no mistake, Tampa can absolutely make history and win another Stanley Cup. But this run of sheer domination this year, on the heels of 2 straight Stanley Cups, wow, lightning strikes again. There's nothing fluky about it. That's culture, talent, and coaching. So much to talk out on a Tuesday. Russell Wilson sounds like a kid in the old candy store talking about football. My goodness, is that cat excited. So, can Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos win the ultra-competitive AFC West? Let's talk this out together on this Tuesday. First of all, that soundbite is amazing. And that means when you have Russell Wilson establishing that kind of aforementioned tone and tempo and accountability, winning is a lifestyle. I mean, the answer is yes. Of course they can. Because now they have a quarterback. And, think about all the clowns that they've had at quarterback since Peyton Manning, from Osweiler to Locke to Bridgewater to Lynch to Simeon. I mean, it's nightmarish when you consider how they have fouled up this position. And Russell Wilson is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And now he's going to be playing under a first-time head coach, Nathaniel Hackett, who I love. And listen, Nathaniel Hackett was Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator. I've known Nathaniel Hackett since he helped turn my alma mater, Syracuse, around with Doug Marrone. And he did a great job coaching up and winning with Blake Bortles. So you put in Nathaniel Hackett with Russell Wilson with these incredible weapons. Look, I think Javonte Williams is going to be a star. I don't want Melvin Gordon sharing the carries. I want Williams to be the guy. I love the receivers. I love the talent. Wilson makes everyone better. Look, to me, the big key in answering this question is actually on the board right now. The defense. Now, they brought in Randy Gregory, who, as long as he's okay off the field and his issues are in check, he's going to help them in terms of getting to the quarterback and helping that defense becoming really stout. I think the Chargers defense is better. I think the Raiders defense has a better combination in terms of pass rushers, even though Denver has Gregory and Chubb. I'm a big Pat Surtain fan. I think that obviously was a great pick. A quarterback going into his second year. I think right now the Broncos are a playoff team. I have them in third place in the division. Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, the Kansas City Chiefs. But what you heard Russell Wilson say, that's everything. That needed to happen. They haven't had that in Denver since Super Bowl 50, and Peyton Manning retired after winning the championship. So this is everything in terms of a mentality. Russell Wilson still has a lot of gas left in the tank. The answer to the question is yes. I don't have them winning the division, but I do have them making the playoffs. What a great time to be a Broncos fan. Speaking of the AFC West, what is the ceiling for the LA Chargers? Let's talk this one out together. The upside for the Chargers is to win the Super Bowl. I look at the official Time to Shine power rankings, and I right now have the Chargers as the third best team in the NFL as we speak, right here, right now. Bills, Rams, Chargers. And I think the Chargers will win the most competitive division in NFL history. I think that the Chargers offense is going to be off the charts. We talked last week how Justin Herbert is off to the best start of any quarterback statistically, and how you feel in the history of the NFL, first 2 years of his career. He could be the next Aaron Rodgers. I love bringing Mike Williams back. Keenan Allen is a star, and he's very underrated. This defense is going to be lights out, and the newbies that they have, when you look at Khalil Mack and you take a look at J.C. Jackson and bringing him in, and obviously you still have Derwin James and Joey Bosa. I think this defense, you look at the pieces. You understand that Brandon Staley, he made his bones in the NFL as a defensive mind. He's a great defensive coach. Listen, I think the LA Chargers will end up having a top 3 offense and a top 3 defense in the NFL. Top 3 offense, top 3 defense. That means their upside is to go to the Super Bowl. That's the expectation. Right now, Bills, Rams, we've talked about that. That's my pick. But if you're a Chargers fan, that's what you should expect and demand from your football team. They're capable. How about the other LA football team? And stay with me here because I know, they won the Super Bowl. But can the Rams be better this season? Let's talk this one out. The answer is unequivocally yes. Absolutely. The Rams' regular season last year was good. It wasn't great. Matthew Stafford has the monkey off the proverbial back. I think Stafford is going to have a more dominant regular season. Cooper Kupp is a star. And now in Sean McVay's offense, they're going to have Allen Robinson running pass patterns. That is everything. Cam Akers basically missed all of last year. Cam Akers is going to have a monster season. Basically, if you think about it, right, you're talking about 2 new starters from last year in the regular season, considering Akers played 1 game in the regular campaign, and I'm obsessed with Allen Robinson, and, he's an upgrade over my guy Bob Woods, and you team him with Cooper Kupp, who was the best receiver in the league last year, and it's going to be incredible. Now, my worry level on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to the Aaron Donald contract is a negative 99 to go with his uniform number. Listen, they should change the Defensive Player of the Year award to the Aaron Donald award. He is that special and that talented. So, you have to remember last year, Stafford struggled in the regular season down the stretch with interceptions. I think the confidence level is going to be through the roof. I think Stafford being at OTAs, every situation is different. I think it's wonderful to establish that tone, establish that tempo. We want to repeat. We want to run it back because they chanted at the parade. Yeah, I think the goal this year is to get the 1 or the 2 seed, then get back to the Super Bowl, which I think will happen. Glad we talked it out on a Tuesday.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.